Today's lesson is about how to graph inequalities on a number line. First, we're going to look at the graphic organizer. These are less than symbols. These are greater than symbols, meaning that what's on the left is less than what's on the right, or what's on the left is greater than what's on the right. If it has a line underneath, it means or equal to, meaning that we include the point as a possible solution. When we include the point as a possible solution, we fill in the dot at the point. If there is no line underneath, and it is strictly less than or greater than, not equal to, we want to show that we're talking about that point as a boundary, but not including it. So we make it an open dot. If the variable is on the left, then we can assume that when it's less than, the arrow points to the negative direction, and when it's greater than, the arrow points in the positive direction, but only if the variable is on the left side. Let's look at some examples. Example 1. X is greater than 4. There is no line underneath, which means that we are not including the 4, so we put an open dot. And if x is greater than 4, that means we're going to move in a positive direction to positive infinity. Example 2. X is less than or equal to 10. Or equal to, meaning that we're going to include 10. So we put a closed dot at 10, and since it's less than, we move in the negative direction towards negative infinity. Example 3. 3 is greater than x. Now you don't have to switch them, but it makes more sense when the variable is on the left side, when you read the variable first. So we're going to mirror our first equation to get the variable first. So we would say that x is less than 3. It's not including the 3, so we put an open dot at 3. And less than, so we're going to go down in the negative direction. Our last example, -2 is less than or equal to x. Again, this is not incorrect, but we like when the x is first. So we're going to mirror our first example and say x is greater than or equal to -2. Remember, you can't just switch the numbers. You also have to switch the sign. Since it's or equal to, we're going to show that we include the -2 by putting a closed dot, and it's greater than, so we're going to move in a positive direction to positive infinity.